So I see a lot of people tagging me in this whole Victoria thing. I had a guy in my DMs the other day ask me why I hadn't spoken about it. One thing I'm going to say about this situation is, okay, y'all motherfuckers need to learn discernment.
Wait, y'all motherfuckers need to learn discernment? Zizi, discernment around what? A guy was falsely accused of rape by a woman he was in a relationship with, and the video went viral, and you say we need to learn discernment?
Okay, that is what I'm going to say about this situation. Because the problem is with this whole situation is you can just look at her and just see that she's trouble.
But what is the way Victoria Everest looks got to do with seeing that she's trouble?
Right? You can see that the girl is troubled. And as we can see from that the clip, she's troubled, right? And this is the problem with man. A lot of you man are leading with skin complexion, looks, bum, hair.
I'm so confused. Why have you switched this to, oh man, are looking at the skin complexion? What is this? Why have you made it about a skin color?
She's jealous of this woman's looks. She sees this woman and she views her as someone who would attract the men that she likes. Right, the type of guys that she'd be attracted to would probably be attracted to Victoria Everest. So in Zizi's mind, she's seeing it as, well, serves you guys right because you like girls like that and you don't like girls like me.
And you're not really understanding that a lot of these gal have no substance whatsoever.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I suppose you're like the fountain of substance, Zizi.
But you're gassed. You get gassed by the outward appearance.
We get gassed by the oval appearance. Why are you blaming the men for being attracted to a woman that is lying and putting man in jail? I'm confused. Why are men being blamed, Zizi?
So Bouncer made a video about the Victoria Everest situation, and Zizi Mills had some words to say about that. The level of intelligence is shocking sometimes. The way black men have been creaming their pants over this topic is shocking. It's like you're all so excited that a black woman has done something wrong. Remember, this was literally a week after the Ginger J situation. The whole world turned on Ginger J. And it wasn't just women, it was men as well. And it wasn't just UK, it was America as well. He said, take your wig off and take your lashes off, and he got kicked off Pen Game. Now, a week later, this woman has been exposed for lying about grape, a very heinous crime. And she's saying black men are creaming their pants over this topic. And it's like you lot are so excited that black women has done something wrong. That is so mad. And this is the same woman that was complaining that black men like Victoria Everest because of her skin color. So if you're all black women, you shouldn't have a problem with that. You shouldn't even have made that comment.
Ginger J came for a whole race of women, reduce a whole race of women to wigs and lashes. However, even if you put that to the side, when you say cancel, that would mean that there's some loss or public ridicule. Victoria has her own business, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure that after all of this, it will have an effect on whatever it is she does. The attention she got will now make it harder, hopefully impossible, to finesse another man. No brands will ever work with her. No one will ever fund any of her trips, etc. She's been cancelled. Finally, I saw countless amounts of videos of black men defending Ginger J, providing other factors as to why Ginger J had his...
Bruh, the backlash that Victoria Everest got was nowhere near the same level that Ginger J got. It was no way near. From what I've seen of what people said about Victoria Everest is lukewarm at best. Many times they will still try and spin it to make it the men's fault. So it's the men's fault that she goes out and lies about grape. It's the men, you men are to blame for her making up lies and making up stories and trying to ruin a man's life and send man to prison where he could probably get murdered by other inmates.
Ginger J situation, the whole world and their dog and their cat, every single person had something to say. And we've seen someone caught live in 4K saying, yeah, boom, I put a fake grape allegation, and there's multiple men. Let's play this, look.
So I see a lot of people tagging me in this whole Victoria thing. I had a guy in my DMs the other day ask me why I hadn't spoken about it. One thing I'm going to say about this situation is y'all motherfuckers need to learn discernment. Okay, that is what I'm going to say about it.
You can't look at someone and know they're going to make a lie about grape. You can't look at someone and know that they're like that. because I'm sure you've had relationships that haven't gone well, and I'm sure in those relationships you're gonna say that person didn't act how you wanted them to act, or maybe they changed, or etc, etc. A lot of times you can't tell what people are until you get to know them and they show their true colors. So all of this discernment talk, again, it just lets me know that you're just jealous of this woman. To be honest, this Victoria Everest, I don't even think she's all that, to be honest, but you do. That's why you're saying, oh, you guys, you black men need to learn discernment. You're looking at her skin complexion and her body, because maybe she's got the body that you want to have. That's what it is, ZZ Mills. She's got the body type that you wish you had. Now you're saying that you need discernment. Bruh, there's women that you could look at and think, oh yeah, she's calm, she looks like a good girl, and then she could do the same thing Victoria Everest done. You don't know what's inside people. You don't know how evil some people are until you actually get burnt.
The problem is with this whole situation is you can just look at her and just see that she's trouble. And
How can you look at her and know that she's just trouble? Bro, she's a wellness and health influencer. She talks about fasting and juice diets and you know, eating healthy and being, you know, in the gym and exercising and portraying how she helps people and you know, changes people's lives, bro. She has 750,000 followers on Instagram. So you're trying to tell me you could just look at her and know that she's gonna put out grape lies? How?
a lot of you men are leading with skin complexion, looks, bum, hair.
To me, that sounds like you have some inferiority complex in when you look at that woman, bro. And you're talking like women are not superficial as well. You're talking like women don't bang on about how they want a guy that's tall, and they want a guy that's cute, and they want a guy with long hair, or they want a guy with a beard, or they want a guy with a big willy, or they want a guy with this, or they want a guy with that. Like, what are you talking about? You don't have to go too far on social media or in real life before you hear women talking about their superficial dating requirements.
Like, I just don't even understand that. You get me? Like, there's a video that's come out, her setting men up for fake rape charges, and it's the man's fault. So what? We get attacked for dating outside of our community, but now when we date inside our community, it looks bum. So what do we do then?
ZZ would be the first person talking about, oh, these black men, they only date light-skinned women, they date white women outside of the race. And when you go date a black woman, they've got issues about it. I'll be honest with you. They want you to date their type of black woman, okay? And that's what it comes down to.
If you're not dating her, or you're not dating women that look like her, then you need discernment. That's what she's basically saying. If you don't date ZZ Mills or a woman that looks like ZZ Mills, then you lack discernment. ZZ Mills, who has a platform, who has a lot of people watching her, she's come out, and instead of just like talking the facts, Victoria Everest did a really horrible thing, she deserves to be cancelled, blah, 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 leave it there. No, she decides to try and spin it and say, you men don't have no discernment. This guy is a man that used to work with Victoria Everest in the whole holistic diet and all of that kind of health and wellness stuff. And he came out and he said that Victoria Everest scammed him out of a lot of money. And she tried to take control of all his business. And ZZ Mills started talking about the only reason he started working with her is because he was gassed, because he found her attractive, along those lines anyway. That's why he got scammed.
See that spiritual healer that the Victoria girl said that, he said that she hacked his account. You were gassed.
Why are you trying to shift the blame onto men when it's this woman who is doing all the crimes, bro?